Here we go, Tino.
Desperado.
Quiet as hell.
It's quiet. Everyone's quiet. Let me get in here real quick.
Can you hear this okay?
There you go.
You're good to go, dude.
All right, dope. No, I'm saying that sounds okay though?
Yeah, everything's cool.
To the right?
Cheers.
Okay.
They cheers are better.
You gotta look for a cushion though.
There we go.
Perfect, sure.
Sit up. Perfect.
Get it.
Go.
Tim's going to talk about
If you want.
everybody's mind.
All right, cool. We good? I think we all right now?
We're all good.
All right, cool. Guys, you good?
Yeah.
Paul, you good?
We might need everybody to scoot together a little bit more so they all get in the shot.
To the left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Cupid shuffle in here.
Too close? Alright, one happy family.
Is that better, Paul?
Yeah, that works.
All right, cool. You rolling?
Give him a snap.
Oh, no.
All right, cool. You good, guys? All right, here we go. Everybody's ready? Good. All right, dope. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Power 98.3, 1019 for the East Valley, man. When I say welcome, you got to welcome. We got the legend himself, Timberland, hanging out with us.
Nice city, man.
Hey, man, Phoenix is dope, bro. People overlook it, man.
I was like, yeah. Kind of jamming.
You need to go ahead and get you one, man.
What's it life like out here, though?
Everything you need is here. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Okay, ask me some. What are some
I don't know.
key
I
things
gotta
that you need?
I gotta
can tell
spend
you if
time.
it's here.
I gotta spend. I don't know. I don't need a lot. So,
Okay. Well, then
so
you're
I
good.
can live anywhere. To be honest with you.
All right, now we also got some very special guests that you brought with us. You're introducing to the world. Please
Yeah.
introduce them, man.
Well, you got Blaze, right? Blaze Serving.
Show
You
that
got
love.
Obsessed,
What's up,
my
guys?
girl group.
Woo-hoo.
All right, so first things first. Who should we start with, and how you found them? Who was
Well, you
first?
might want to start with them. 'cause
All
they
right.
was first.
So
They was first.
let's introduce ourselves to everybody.
I'm Lauren.
Hey, I'm Ashley. And I'm Mackenzie.
Okay, so how does it all start? You guys doing music originally, and then Tim just finds you randomly. Do you know someone that knows him? How does it all happen?
Kind of.
Social media.
Social media. One day, we have been a group for 6 years. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've been doing this, grinding it out. And one day we got a text message from a friend who said that Tim saw a 15-second clip of us on Instagram and he wanted to meet us.
So where do you see the clip? I'm always wondering when people like get signed off social media and stuff like that. Are you really just scrolling and you just find them? Are you
I
searching
mean, for me,
hashtags?
it's no, it's for me. I really have to say this journey that all the people that I've discovered, it's really been God sent because I don't go looking for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really go looking for it. Like I go to the bathroom, I look at my phone, something pop up, I'm like, and then something my voice is saying, you should check it out, and I'm like, check this myself. So I look at it, I'm like, oh, snap. And I call my brother or somebody that I know that I trust their ear, and I'm like, do you think this is dope? I said, man, it's something here, and I keep sitting on it, and if it don't lead me, and if I have a conversation, like if I'm just having another business conversation with something else, if it does, the feeling doesn't lead me, then I got to go visit it, because I missed out on some opportunities before.
Who you missed out on?
I mean, I don't even really miss a couple people. You know, you can't have them all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want to say because you know.
When you hear their song on the radio? You
Oh
go,
no!
"Damn it."
I'm still a part of it, but
Oh,
it
okay,
just
okay.
like I really, it was right there. Like I could have really like it's like then I had to bring in like other people when I could have really assisted. But back then I was still growing myself.
Right. So
But I know, but I looked at it as like, okay, I got an eye for the next level of talent. Like I'm the one who brought Ludacris out.
how crazy! I remember Fat Rap.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So and I told he was right there in the A, and I was like, I didn't know about a label or anything at that time, so that was one of the ones. And it's like, man, but I knew, and I'm like, nobody told sign. I'm like, he's a radio host. He said, nah, you know how it is. But I was like, nah, I don't know how that is.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
here, you right here, like, are you crazy? Like, then,
That record's still one of those. I be that name.
Yeah, but now look at him. Now look at him. Shucks. He's a Fast and Furious guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what to show you that I knew.
So he sees this on Instagram, and then how does it go from there?
Basically, he saw us on there, and then it happened to be that he was going to be at Patchwork, a studio in Atlanta, like a couple days later. So we're like, oh my God, we got to meet him. Like, he's here. He's right by our house. So we literally went there, and it was funny because it was just me and Lauren that went. Ashley was actually at work.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I was at work and they ended up texting me, and you kind of just don't really believe it because we have a lot of people that try to hit us up or let me make you a beat, let me do this, we can do this for you. And so
Also,
I was like,
Timberland,
okay.
really? Like,
Timberland,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like the biggest producer in the history of just everything.
Music,
so
yeah.
so I didn't really believe him, but then they ended up going, and it was amazing. And then they came back and told me about it, and I was like, okay.
Where were you working at the time?
I was a cocktail waitress.
Jeez, we haven't said that bad.
Just think about that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, from there to here, like, how crazy is that? Like, serving drinks and doing that type of stuff, and now here you are, one of the greatest producers ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the divine connection. I feel like, you know, because Mackenzie writes a lot of her music, so whenever they ended up connecting on the music side of things, everything just really started to come together, and it was quick, it was fast. But it, like she said,
We
been
just quit our
6
jobs
years.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Years, though.
Very cool.
And the only reason we quit is because we had to, because we were coming out here.
Yeah.
So many people think that it's just like, you know, you get signed and it's done. And like you said, I mean, it's been 6 years. You guys just quit 2 weeks ago.
absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what is it about them that really stood out to you? Other than the music.
I mean, they got that on lock.
Yeah.
But it's just, I would say, just their personalities, how they gel as women, like how they like compliment each other. They constantly uplift each other. Like I never seen, like, you know, most girls are like, you know, it can get rocky a little bit because one is one, but they really know how to mesh with one another. And by that being a well thing, Mackenzie, her writing skill, she don't even know her potential. Like she writes phenomenal. Like, I mean, she reminds me when Justin first started to write, and he started writing, he wrote Cry Me a River. I said, oh man, this boy about to be one of the illest, not only artists, he already that, but he about to be the illest songwriter, artist. He's about to do everything. I saw it when he did Cry Me a River, and that's the same thing I see in her. It's like, as you know, as time progresses, she really understands a woman's perspective and what a woman wants to hear.
Yes.
That's what makes her interesting. Like, I could play. It's just like the songs she write. I know girls gonna sing. Like my daughter sings one. She's 8. That's how I knew she was special. Cause my daughter's like, give me that song. Send me that song on my phone. She 8.
Oh, wow.
So she be playing the song. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
There's something here.
Kenzie got something.
That's crazy. I mean, that's a huge compliment.
I'm just numb. I'm just sitting here like, I can't even believe he's saying this. So
I said it to her last night. Who was on the phone?
I know, and I was equally as numb. Still has not set in. So.
All right, so let's move on to Blaze. How does this connection happen, sir?
The same way.
Social media.
Not really social media, but this is more like he was just in the room, actually just sitting down like this. Not because I went to Atlanta, and I was like, and Polo was the one who always was like, he's like, me and Polo like Gamble and Huff, and Polo's a producer too, Polo the Don. So Polo always said, man, you need to come to Atlanta. He's gonna revive you, like, you know, 'cause Atlanta's like it's something about that city has it has that, but it has soul. It's like grassroots. I think everybody goes there when they feel like they have a disconnection with themselves.
Someone told me before, I forgot who it was. It was an artist. They came and said that Atlanta is like a soulful Hollywood.
I don't know if it's Hollywood. It's just a place where if you from any place of the Virginia, South Carolina, you was raised there, you was born there, and then you moved to places like here or LA, somewhere in Miami. Next thing you know, you kind of could get lost into a place that's out of your element. And what happens is when you get lost to a place out of your element, you lose yourself.
Yeah.
And you don't realize that you're losing yourself. And Atlanta is a place where people always go to meet. It's a place to go and find yourself.
Very nice.
So I went down there just finding the love of music, you know, finding that new energy, just getting a new swag, because I always want to leave this legacy, like, you know, I want to leave my mark knowing that everybody from generation to generation knows about Timberland. Like, you know about me, but you don't. I want to be active in the knowing. So Atlanta just kind of got me back into being active into the music and being caring, because I'm a competitor. I like to compete. So I don't care if it's OVO or this person. I'm a person, like, I bring in my team, and I ran music. That's what I do. So it's like I see everybody in the front of the line. I'm just gonna walk right in front and be like, the king is back.
Damn.
And you know, not just with Justin or Nelly, it's just with, he's like expendables. It's like you had the old team that you always rock with, and then you have the new team, and that's what I'm trying to create. And Blaze was just sitting there, and I want to thank who was it? Is it Reese? The other artists. I had a bunch of artists come in the studio. Just I pull up beats, just go in there and do something, and I'm like, oh man, he's dope. Blah 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 blah. And then there's one beat I played. He's like, man, Tim, let me call my boy. You gotta let me come for this beat. So he called Blaze, and then he came and said, what's up? Sit in the back the whole time.
How crazy is that, bro? You just going to say what's up and end up going through Timberland beats.
No, but he went to the back, and he was just sitting there, and I was like, all right, go in the booth. He's just sitting there, like, do
I
something.
didn't want to step on no toe. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's a whole bunch of people in the room.
You was playing a role, mind your business, and
like,
take it in.
Yeah.
So he goes in the booth, and I'm like, I mean, not just me, everybody like, that's it. He doing like, you know, good singles, you know, good records, you know how to make, you know, people dance. And, you know, I'm just like, wow. So, you know, when you're in a room with a bunch of talent, you find out which one, you know, has potential. And the potential means it goes in different levels. It could be potential to do just singles or potential to do albums. There's levels to it. Once you spot it, it's like American Idol. Once you go to Hollywood, you got to go contend.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with me. Once you get once you own it, you got to contend because you still can be at the back of the line.
Definitely.
So it's like I go find out the starting 7 or the starting 10. I'm like, okay, you can start, but you got to do this and do that. It's like anything. It's like a game, but you got to pick out of a bunch of people what is the one that you know that's gonna stand out, or if you feel that could stand out with the right guidance. And I feel like with the right guidance, this young man could be, you know, be awesome. I ain't saying it's gonna happen overnight. Everything takes time, and that's what I'm about. I'm about patience and time, and just working with the person and like never giving up. You know, it not happened this year, 2 years. Because people always say, what happened to this? What happened? Blah blah blah. I thought you was putting out this record, and it's like, if you follow me, when I go, I go.
Mm-hmm.
There's no turning back. So for me, I like to wait. I'm patient, and I like to pray on things. I like to wait. You know what I'm saying? I like to just, because what I feel today don't like what I feel tomorrow. And I made mistakes in my life that I might have rushed a decision and like, oh man, I should have did that. And so now I'm just being a little bit more wild. I don't look at comments. When you putting this out, when this is coming, and I see everybody coming, but when I come, I come.
Social media comments are the worst. You can't read them.
I mean, to me, it's just black and white letters. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes if the reason why you respond because you're already feeling a certain way inside.
So
you know what I'm saying?
hits
It's like you're already probably having a bad day or something. I know when I respond to somebody, I'm having a bad day or I'm thinking about something. I look at something like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I don't, it's just black. And I do it. I'm like, whoo. And I feel better, not because of the comment, but because I really needed to release some tension.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it works it's a gift and a curse.
So I'm curious, someone like you, obviously an artist with the caliber that you are, you could put out music and obviously have people purchase this and buy this, but you decided to put out a free mixtape. What makes you want to go free?
I mean, for one, it's just a reintroduction of the new Timbo and really just acclimate myself, because now what I have came into the world, I want to come into the world and change how people listen and feel music. And I feel like when you break in something new, everybody's kind of like, you can't just say go buy it. You got to like, here, let me show you exactly what I'm doing. So if you like it, live with it and because it's like Timberland has created a sound, but I change every 6 years. So if I change every 6 years, what you love in 2005 on up, I'm not there anymore. And people gotta just know that from me. I'm always want to evolve. A lot of people, I want that Timbo, I want that. This is me. This the evolution of me.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't expect greens when I'm over here like in okra. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can't. I don't want to eat greens no more. Like you old. Like it's your daughter want me to do this. So what are you talking about? Like I can't. I gotta move with the time.
It's like people that still talk about Jay-Z, like man, like Reasonable Doubt type flows, and it's like, bro, he's not living that life no more.
But it's not reason. It's not 1995. And it's like no, like you old. Like nobody want to keep hearing them old ass rap. Like you know, you can't ask that man to do the same flow. Like it's 2016.
Definitely.
Jay is Jay. He gonna be Jay 2016 Jay. And people gotta accept us as long as we living As long as you like us, you got to accept the evolution of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we jam